charts moving. Yup. You see them pips stacking. Yup. You see them spreads tight. Yup. I ain't blowing no account tonight.
Started off reckless, chasing them trades, no checklist. Over leverage, no protection. Margin call, learn my lesson. Now I move like a shark, real steady. Sniper entries, I'm ready. 750 edge on the screen. 30 pips clean, no sweaty. You see me winning trades. You see me cutting losses. Risk to reward on point. I teach them all the sauce. Eggs over. Used to FOMO, now wait, pause. Ain't no rush.
We ain't blowing no accounts. None. We ain't blowing no accounts. None. You dig? What's up, y'all? This is your boy, Deonis Royale. It is EMA Wednesday. We see how the markets move on Wednesday, where we come in our community and we go over training. Got to keep my water on deck. Got to stay hydrated. You know that, do my little Tai Chi and stuff like that. But no, seriously. We are going to get into it tonight. We started with the master class where we covered all 5 of the EMAs. If you missed that one, it is in the community. If you are following on the YouTube channel and you're following YouTube Live, it is in the Wednesday playlist. So you can find it in either section, either following along as a guest on YouTube, or if you're part of the community and you have access to the scanners themselves, you are definitely following along, and that's why you're here. So you want to learn how not just to say, ooh, it said buy, it said sell, and when should you take the alert, because there are other indicators besides just the buy and sell button on the chart. Okay, right. So let's get into it. First, we went into the master class, like I stated. Then we went into the ignition, the red EMA. Then we went into the yellow ENA, which was the momentum. Tonight we're going into the aqua blue, which is the flow. That's the market's true direction. Like, I want you to think of, when I say flow, think of the river or ocean or the current body of water. Now, you might see a little waves pop up and trickle a little bit, and it kind of tells you which way the water is going because you see the waves pop up. The flow, the current, you cannot see, and that's underneath. So when it comes to trading, you want to trade with the flow. If the flow is moving upwards, you want to go long. If the flow is moving down, then you want to short or sell. When you learn to move with the market and not against it, man, that's when everything changes for your trading life. See, flow is your compass in the trading landscape. It doesn't predict wild turns or guarantee outcomes or anything like that. It guides with a quiet precision. And when you learn to follow flow, you stop chasing every flicker or price movement and start recognizing the market's true current. This is where calm meets conviction, where seasoned traders separate signals from noise. Think of flow as the invisible force beneath every candlestick. Now, would you rather be an institutional thinker or retail trading thinker? Master this, and you'll trade with the confidence that comes from alignment and no longer assuming. I need you guys to understand flow. We're going to look at it. We're going to definitely get into a chart and look at what it means. But I want you to understand why this blue line is the market's heartbeat. Because flow represents the dominant directional bias in the market. It's the underlying momentum that institutions follow and retail traders often fight against. When flow, price may flutter and bounce, but the current pulls everything along its path. Stay with me, guys. Even when ignition sparks, that's the red EMA, or momentum teases, the yellow one, with a sharp move, flow against that blue line, against that flow, is like swimming upstream. Exhausting, and usually blowing accounts. Stay with the institutional direction. When flow and clarity move in harmony, flow and in the white line, the blue line and the white line, when those move in harmony, you're witnessing institutional positioning, not retail noise. It's smart money positioning itself for the direction it's going in. Here's the ocean metaphor. Flow is the ocean current beneath the surface. I mentioned that when we first started. You can't always see it directly, but it's perpetually moving, always. Learn to surf on the current, that blue current, and you'll glide where others drown in confusion. See, the beauty of flow lies in its persistence. While individual candles may reverse and consolidate, flow maintains its bias across multiple time frames. And this is why professional traders check flow direction before even considering entering a trade. It's the foundation of every high probability setup. I know y'all like, man, you done shared a lot, man. It's time to see this thing in action. Like, you want to see the current? See, I'll show you guys. See, when traders ignore flow, the most expensive lessons in trading come from fighting the current. And when traders chase breakouts against flow, they hit those false breakouts that reverse, bam, take you out within minutes. Those whipsaws, you know, the spikes up and down, you don't even know which way the market went on that one candle. Chop, sitting in that consolidation, that drains capital, it drains your confidence when the market's not moving. And then missed opportunities. The actual direction of the flow. See, strong bullish flow creates an environment where dips are bought aggressively. But conversely, bearish flow turns every rally into a selling opportunity. The candlesticks tell one story, but flow reveals the narrative underneath. See, flow smooths emotional trading. Instead of reacting to every price spike, you're positioned with the dominant force. It's less guessing, it's more guidance. Okay, let's take a look at the chart, shall we? All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Trading View, and we're going to look at gold. Let me pull up gold. I'm gonna pull up futures. I'm gonna pull up gold and futures. Okay. All right. So let's do that. Let's see if you guys can see that yet. Let's see. Okay, you guys see my, hold on a second. Hold on, let me switch out. You might see me for a second. Got me. Okay, so let me go back. You guys should be able to see the chart. What do you guys see? Nothing. Now we are looking at tradingview.com. We're looking at futures, and we're looking at indices. Is not too much different of the gold futures, but buy, let's sell, let's get in the market. What do? You really can't, and we're looking at the 15-minute chart. here, you would know, hey, should I buy right now? Should I sell right now? We really don't know. But when you have the edge and you're in the community and you're trading alongside of us, we have the EMAs. So with us having the EMAs, we just don't go, ooh, buy, sell. We just don't accept it when it gives us the alert right away. We also have to look at the harmony, the symphony, the music of the EMAs before we pull the trigger. What does that mean? Right now we are covering the aqua, this blue aqua line. So in harmony, it says if the price is above the blue and the aqua and the wealth line, which is here, the last notification, because it did the orchestra, everything is set up for buys. So we're only looking, this is not a trading advice, this is not a trading signal at all, but I am indicating with the use of the two that I have, because of the way that the EMA is singing the song. Here's the wealth, here's the clarity, here is the ignition, here's the momentum, the ignition just crossed the momentum, and then the blue is on top. The only thing that I would be waiting for is for the market to come back down, touch the aqua, and then take it for a sale and continue it up. It's probably going to do that right in our face. I'm going to stretch this out. This is like really crazy. As you can see here, when it broke up, it came down, it touched the line, and it took back off. And from here to here, depending on your lot size, could easily be $300 to $400 in that 15-minute move. So waiting now with the perfect harmony, you see there is a pre-buy alert coming. We're just waiting for it to come down, touch the aqua, and then take back off again and continue on its bullish run. How do we know that this is on a bullish run? How can you all in a buying position? So all we are looking for in our community is buying positions, because we don't trade with, I'm not going to be disrespectful, but the little guys. We don't trade with the little guys. We trade using our EMAs. We trade using the harmony, and that's the nature of the beast. Like somebody say this one here, like that last buy. When did you get the buy? I want you guys to understand. When you get this buy notification in our community, we don't buy on this candle. You got the alert because this probably did not go off until somewhere up here after this was crossed and it was up here. So when this gave me the notification to buy, then I said a buy notification, a buy alert. What do you mean you said a buy alert? So when the market came back and touched it, then I got into it on this candle. So on this candle, this is where I took all of this profit and got out of this market on this candle. I don't stay in trades forever. It's not necessary. We hit a daily goal, we reach our daily goal, and we're out of the market for the day. That's how we trade here in our community. We are investors, and we look to be profitable on a daily basis, and that's how we operate with the EMAs. So going back to our training, let us get back over here. Let's see. Oh, you're doing that. Hold on, guys. Hold on, I guess it wants me to show my beautiful face again. Let you guys know that I am here live. This is not AI, though I use AI, and you all should be using AI too. Definitely so. But I guess it's making me do that to bounce back and forth to bring up where we are. But it's totally fine. We are in tune. So let's continue to go. I just wanted to show you guys the actual live chart and how the EMAs work together. So you just don't take the alert. You also hear the alert, and then you look at the EMAs and make sure everything is alignment before you actually put any of your profits on the table. So the flow filter, how does this work? Every trading decision should pass the flow filter. The framework eliminates ambiguity and creates a repeatable process for identifying high probability setups versus dangerous traps, because we are not in the habit of giving our money away, right, ladies and gentlemen? Of course, we want to keep all of our profits. So First of all, we want to make sure that it is aligned and confirmed. Say that with me. Aligned and confirmed. Flow plus clarity in the same direction. That's the blue line and the aqua line. The blue line, aqua, and the white line, clarity, in the same direction. If we are going for longs or buys, they're going up. This is your green light. If both of those are going up on buys, when both indicators point the same way, you're witnessing trend confirmation. Institutional money is positioned, and the path of least resistance is clear. These are your premium setups. That's one. Number two, you also have diverging signals. When it's not lined up. When flow is diverging from the other indicators. What do you mean by that? If the blue and white are not both pointing up, if the blue is pointing up, the white is pointing down, that's divergence. It suggests institutional indecision or transition. That means you sit on your hands. You wait for alignment before committing any of your capital. The best trades come to those who wait for clarity. What about when it's in consolidation? You know we don't trade in consolidation, right, ladies and gentlemen? We don't do that. We don't trade in consolidation. That's flat, choppy. Flat, choppy, no trade. When flow flattens, the market lacks directional conviction. This is where retail traders lose money, trading back and forth. Step aside. Preservation of capital is a position. Take that one. The market rewards those who move with intention, not impulse. Flow gives you that intention. Think of yourself as a surfer studying the ocean before paddling out. You wouldn't charge into chaotic shore break, right? You wait for clean sets with obvious direction. Apply the same wisdom to your charts. Flow shows you where the clean sets are forming. Go with the flow. Go with the flow, ladies and gentlemen. Go with the flow. That's this week's challenge. Your trading mission, ladies and gentlemen, for the next 5 trading days. Commit to this discipline. Trade only in the direction of flow. No exceptions, no rationalizations. If flow is bullish, you're hunting long setups exclusively. You're only doing buys. If flow is bearish, shorts and sales only. That's the trading mission. Now, community accountability. Document your journey. Drop screenshots of your flow aligned trades in our community for those that are in the community and tag it #GoWithTheFlow. If you're watching from Facebook, you probably don't have access to these EMAs. We do have another 2 available for this week. One was taken Sunday. We do have 2 slots still available for this week where you can get into the community, get the actual scanners yourself. Share your observations about how this constraint, the trading mission, guys, change your approach and change your results. Now, the bonus reflection for those who were here previous. Here's where the real learning happens. Review your recent trading history, things you've done in the past, because you should have a tracking log, and identify one losing trade that you took against the flow. Write out what you noticed at the time, what convinced you to fight the current, and what that outcome taught you. Because guys, we're traders, we're investors, but we're also students. Every trade is a lesson. Every trade is a lesson. It's not about shame if we lose a trade. It's about awareness. Every trader has fought flow at some point in their lives, in trading lives, and lost. The difference between consistent and struggling traders is whether they learn from these moments or repeat them endlessly. By constraining yourself to flow aligned trades for one full week, you're rewiring your pattern recognition. I promise you'll begin to feel the current before you even see it on the indicators. So, what about automating your flow? What you mean you didn't see it? Hold on. Let me bring it back. Because I got you. What about now? You should see automating your flow analysis. Yeah? Okay, great. All right. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's going on with our stream. The haters are really here. But automating your flow analysis. Notice what you're doing right now. At this moment, you're not trading. See, this conversation doesn't need to happen during live markets. The Edge and the Edge Razor scanners exist to cut through the noise and give you clarity when it matters most. Instead of manually tracking every data point, the scanner provides real-time, actionable insights into institutional flow. Aligning your decisions with the market's identifying high probability setups and avoiding, see this. So if you don't have G's, you got to find your support and resistance. Will it break studying how to trade on your own? And we bounced off of that. We can see it because we have the edge. But just looking at the chart, you want to see, well, why did it stop right there? And then in the market, it didn't go down no further. It just started coming back up all of a sudden. How can you recognize that just looking at the chart with the naked eye? And you can't. But when you have I don't expect it to go too far underneath this EMA and it'll bounce off. So you set your buy limit there, which some of you probably did when we were talking, and it bounced off of it, and now it's coming up, and you are now into profit. It might come up and touch the blue aqua line and bounce back down. It just did it in my face. And right now it's in between EMAs. One thing we never, ever, ever, ever do is trade between EMAs. That's just like consolidation. We don't do that. We're not in this trade at all anyway. We're just marking up or watching the chart on our EMA, singing us a song. We're not touching this. But if you would love to have access to the EMAs that we have, like I said, we have 2 more slots available for this week, where we are allowing 2 more people. We had 3 for the week. There's 1 gone, and we have 2 more remaining. So if you want access in the comment, we will follow up with you and get you access to the 750 Edge. All right, so that is it, guys. I mean, like, for real. Like, I can say, I could talk till I'm blue in the face, but that's not going to help anything. I mean, we want you guys to be profitable. The money that I make in my account, you can't do anything with. So, I mean, stop watching. Start using it. We want you guys to be profitable as well. So get the edge. Trade with the edge. Stop watching. Start using it. This is your boy. This is your partner. I'm about to sign out. We about to get up out of here.
Hey, you see them charts moving? pips stacking? Yup. You see them spreads tight? Yup. I ain't blowing no account tonight.
Started off reckless, chasing them trades, no checklist. Over leverage, no protection. Margin cream, 30 pips clean, no sweaty.
You see me winning trades. You see me cutting losses. Risk to reward.
That gold trade go up in profit. I'm just watching y'all go. If it came down to this yellow, I'm getting in, and now it just took off. So if you got in the see them pips.